Kavita. Under the rediscovery of Gnanashakher, today we will be briefing you all about something which each one of us require in our life. Any guess? It's about home department. Home is a place where life is secured. Similarly, life of government is secured by home department. This is called as the first cradle of administration. It's home which fulfills security of the state. Well, home departments looked after internal security, state law and order, administration of criminal justice and threats in the state. It's one of the oldest and prime department serving the state. It was started in April 1st, 1952 under Kengal Hanumantayaji tenure. It conducts variety of measures such as part of national and state planning process. It performs multi-functioning under various sub-department which comes under administrative control. They are like police department, fire service department, emergency service department, prison department, Sainik welfare and resettlement department, home guards, civil defense department, Karnataka state police housing corporation and foreigners section which is also located in Gnanashakher. The home department is headed by additional CS to government of Karnataka or sometimes the principal secretary to government who needs to supervise the overall policy and administration of department in additional. A principal secretary handles department of prison, crime and fire services, home guard, etc. Right now, Mr. Rajneesh Goyal is headed the home department, followed by Home Minister Shri Arga Gnanendraji. Now over to Gnanashakher, parliamentarian guide, to have much more details regarding the home department and its functionality in Gnanashakher. This is done under rediscovery of Gnanashakher, initiated by myself Vasanta Kavita and inputs by Kavita, editor of Rajya Dharma. Over to Mr. Gnanashakher. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Vasanta ma'am, for having given me an opportunity to tell the detailed functioning aspects of the home department. But before that, I would like to take a bit of time in introducing the Honorable the Home Minister, Sri R. Gnanendra. He was born on March 15th and March 15th, 1953 in Hisana, Araga village, at Tirthali. He finished his primary education and he finished his higher education, especially in Shumaga University as a BCom graduate. And he started his political career since the beginning in 1990s, and he got elected this time, and he was a third term elected MLA. And before that, the one political post which he held was as chairman of the Mysore paper mills. And before that, he was into a cooperative movement also in Shumaga dairy milking. And this is about a brief introduction. And when we talk about the police department, it consists of the police department. As I told you, the most important functions of the police department is to promote and protect the public property, and particularly not only that, in order to maintain the law and order. And beyond this, in police department, we have intelligence, we have COD, we have transport, we have KSRP, we have police recruitment and civil right enforcement, law and order and administration. When you talk about the fire service and the emergency service, that is also a subsection department where it helps to fight in the emergency, the prevention from the fire, protection from the fire, the measures that should be taken. It also assists in floods and accidents and natural calamities. That's the most important function. And the prison department, as you noted, especially in the entire state, we have more than 100 prisons, especially from the district level, taluka level, from the central level, sub jails, open air jails, and where many of the reformative measures have been taken, and it has been introduced, like skill development programs have been given, and nowadays even the video conferencing has been arranged between the magisterial courts so that the physical appearance has been cut down. That is one of the important aspects that we see in a prison department. Next, Sainik and welfare department is purely looks after the welfare of the ex-defense personnel and ex-servicemen, ex-personnel and their grievances. A single window has already been done. And we call it a home guard, and home guard is particularly, this has been ensured to assist the police. especially during the law and order. And we have, according to the Home Guards Act of 1962 and the rules of 1963, it's been functioned, and especially wherever that is necessary, that has already been done. And the next important thing we have, the other one, the Prosecution Department, when many of the prosecutions have been there. This looks after the prosecution in detail and ensures that the justice is given. Lastly, the Karnataka State Housing Corporation, particularly this has been a PWD arm where it takes up almost all the construction activities of the employees of the government of Karnataka. It may be police guards, it may be prison, the fire department, Forsonic department, Forsonic labs, dormitories, and they act as a consulting contractors and engineers and designers particularly. And last one, foreign section, and I know you know the foreign section, it is in Vidhanasabha, which helps in extension of the visas particularly. That is most important, and attestation of the documents, and that is particularly dealt with. And overall, when we talk about the Home Department, and definitely it's a huge department, and this has been headed by Rajneesh Goyal, who happened to be a very senior most member, the senior IPS officer who has a lot of experiences, and he is running it. Namaskar.